I'm writing a horror feature film and I'm taking you on the journey with me. Now, the first thing that I wanted to talk about is really one of the first things that many writers come across, which is how do you actually build a premise? So many of us have these ideas, these little fragments of ideas, these one sentences, these bits of dialogue, these characters, all of this sort of stuff all jumbled together in our mind. How do we actually turn that into a premise? Well, I found a method. I have been reading this book, John Truby's The Anatomy of Story, and if you're thinking about picking up this book, the contents of chapter 1 is worth the price of the book alone, because in the first chapter, John Truby outlines how you actually develop a premise, and I'm going to walk you through those and how I did that for Suckers. So the first thing to think about, of course, is your actual premise itself. This is your one sentence thing. So before that, you've got this big jumble of ideas, and then suddenly it'll hit you. You have this one sentence. For Suckers, it was, and I have written it down in my trusty notebook. At the height of summer, in a busy seaside town, the beaches are invaded by ravenous humanoid sea monsters. This was my inciting sentence, my inciting clause. This is what everything else is built around, and this is what we went off. Now, that's step one. You need to work on getting your idea into a one sentence pitch. Now, obviously, your idea is going to balloon into more than that, but this is the first step. The second part is to go through in this amazing brainstorming session and think about your filmed wish list. You've watched loads of films, you've got all these ideas. What is it that you, as a creative person, want to see? So, for example, in Suckers, we had underwater scenes, heavy prosthetic creatures, explosions, gunfights, snappy smart dialogue, badass moments, a great soundtrack, retro convertible cars, and it goes on for a page. What is it that you want to see in the film? What type of film do you want to make? What are some elements in it? These aren't really plot points. They're more just general things that I want to see in the film. And that's sort of where we go from there. You start getting your mind thinking about what is it that I actually want to see in this story.